Right, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All right, today we're substantially going to deal with functional components and linkages in a typical agricultural system. But before we start that, let's see what we could recap from yesterday. Yesterday we did some sociological concepts. Anybody remember which sociological concept that we stuck out in particular? Which one? What's that? Social mobility. Who has the answer for social mobility? Very good. You all heard that? The movement of groups up and down between social positions. Another one, as a recap. Anybody up there? Any other sociological concept we did yesterday that touched a chord in you? Social stratification, right. And you all know somebody? Social stratification? Could refer to your notes. Could refer to your notes. It's not a test. Eh? Right. The very good. And he's not even looking at his notes. The hierarchical structure of society. So now we're moving on to a new module. And this module is titled Functional Components and Linkages in an Agricultural System. And this module is a little bit different from what we have done before. And at the end of this module, you'll be able to describe 6 components, the 6 major components of an agricultural system. You'll be able to list them and describe them. Secondly, you'll be able to describe the interrelationships that exist among these components, right? So that these components, the components constitute very important parts of a system. And they all work together, they interrelate to have a system functioning. So what are these components? We have them here. We have the production component, marketing, input supply, governance, extension, research. 6 components which we will get through in detail, which we want to get through in this next half an hour. The first one is production. Of course, the main people will be what? Who? Farmers, right? What kind of farmers? Large, small. All right, the other functional component that is of major importance is the input supply. You can't have production without input supplies. And again, I go back. What are the input supplies you need? Anybody? Back. Seeds? People at the back. Feed, yes. Feed for livestock. Seeds for plants. Agrochemicals. Fertilizer. Ma'am? Input. Technology as an input, yes. Okay, but we're looking for more on the other kinds of things. Marketing. Marketing is another component of the functional component. You all think marketing important? Why is marketing important? Yeah, if you can't sell, you can't do anything. So all right, let's recap. What did we talk about today? What was the title of today's presentation? Functional components, right, in our agricultural. And there were how many components we discussed? 6. And the 6 are production, marketing, and research, right? That comes to an end to the end of this one, functional components in a typical agricultural system. It's a very important module. We have come to the end of it at 9:48. We have 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We have 2 minutes. Any questions? Anybody like any clarification? I've taken 2 minutes of questions.